Okay, so welcome, guys. This is another episode of learning. So this is a English anatomy series where we make anatomy very easy. Okay, I want us to start the journey of what muscles of upper limb. Muscles of upper limb. So generally, muscles of upper limb. Generally, upper limb is grouped into five regions. Five regions. The first one is pectoral region, and the second one is shoulder, and third one is arm, fourth one is forearm, then fifth one is hand. So this guy, the pectoral region, has nine muscles. The shoulder has six muscles. The arm has four muscles. Forearm 20, and 20. You understand? So total of 20 plus 20, 40 plus 44, 50, 59. So the months of upper limb are what? 59 in number. So I'm going to walk us through these 59 muscles. And one thing you have to know about a muscle is that anytime we are discussing about muscle, we will go in this direction or this format. So the first one should be origin of the muscle. Second one should be insertion of the muscle. Third one should be nerve supply of the muscle. Then action of the muscle. What does the muscle do? Then if there is any unique feature about the muscle. Unique feature about the muscle. So we are going to discuss these 59 muscles in this way. So we'll start with muscles of what? Pectoral region. Okay. So let's go there. So let's start with what? The pectoral, muscles of the pectoral region. The nine of them. So if you come to this muscle of pectoral region that are grouped into two, we have muscles with direct attachment to bones of upper limb. Then muscles with indirect attachment to the bones of the upper limb. So this is how we're going to group it: direct attachment and indirect attachment. So if you come to direct attachment, there are seven. There are seven, and I call them street sleep. Then for this one that have indirect attachment, there are two. I call them labor party, LP. Okay, so then let me list the muscles first. So this LP, L is latissimus dorsi. YP is pectoralis major. Then if you come to this, the meaning of this three sleep, the first S is subclavius, T is trapezius, two rhomboid major, then rhomboid minor. Then S is serratus anterior. Then L is levator scapula, scapulae. and P is pectoralis minor. So I'm going to walk you through. So this part, let's just focus on what most of the time we'll be doing it region by region. So let's go there. You have seen the muscles, direct attachments and indirect attachments. You understand? Okay. So most times, um, this direct attachment most times means that the muscle just originates. That is from where it's coming from, and now go direct and attach to the what bones of upper limb. Don't worry, let's say that all this clavicle, scapular, humerus, or something like that. Then this one they will have um like they pick most times you see these guys, these two big muscles, they pick origin from different places before going to insert at the what bones of the upper limb. So that's why we call them what indirect attachment. So let's go. Okay, so let's start with P major. So let's start with what? Origin. So first of all, P major has two heads. We have its clavicular head and sternocostal head. So where is clavicular head originating from? The word clavicle. So it's originating from medial half of anterior aspect of the clavicle because this latter no, is medial half of anterior aspect of the clavicle is this clavicular head of P major, while the lateral half of the anterior aspect of the clavicle is the deltoid. So this one originates from a medial half of the what anterior aspect of the clavicle. Then this one originates from look at the word stenocosta, meaning from sternum and what costa cartilage. If you come to the sternum, it is what lateral border of the sternum. Then costa is what upper six costa cartilages. Upper six costa cartilages. Also, this guy originates has three origin. So originates from external oblique aponeurosis. External oblique what? Aponeurosis. Then that is all about the origin. Then insertion. These two heads later unite to insert at the what? The lateral lip of bicipital groove. So bicipital groove is also called intertubercular sulcus. So where is intertubercular sulcus? That's the groove between lateral, sorry, um, greater tubercle and lesser tubercle of the humerus. Okay, then nerve supply. You should know we said this in brachial plate, lateral pectoral nerve and medial pectoral nerve. Then what is the next thing is what? Action. So action in general, in general, P major that is with collection of the two heads, P major in general or uniformly abducts and medial rotates the arm. Just in what? Abduction and medial rotation of the arm. Rotation of the arm. Then another one, another one, uniformly you can still say is a muscle of uh, inspiration. Is a muscle of what? Inspiration. Then this head, that is clavicular head, has a unique function. It helps in what? Flexion of the arm. Then sternocostal head helps in what? The opposite, extension of the arm. So I see that a P major extend, flex, abduct, and medially rotate the arm. Remember, I told you the arm is used interchangeably with humerus, is used interchangeably with shoulder. You understand? So we can still say abduction, adduction of the shoulder, or adduction of the what? Adduction of the humerus. Okay, or adduction of the arm. Anyway. So this is all about the origin, the insertion, the nerve supply. The unique feature, number one, unique feature of this muscle, number one, its absence is called Poland syndrome. Its absence is called what? Poland syndrome. Then number two, um, so it is used to test for the integrity of brachial plexus. So you use to test for integrity of brachial plexus because it's supplied by all the segments of a brachial plexus. Okay, then another thing about this muscle is that it forms the anterior wall of the axilla. Then the next one is what? Its lower border forms the anterior axillary fold. Anterior axillary fold. So what else about this PE measure? Um, okay, so between P major and the clavicle is a deep fascia of the anterior chest wall called, so clavipectoral fascia is found between what? Pectoralis major and what? The clavicle. So we're going to do clavipectoral fascia. So I think let's have all these points for what? The unique feature about this guy, that its absence is called Poland syndrome. We use to test for the integrity of brachial plexus because it is supplied by all the segments of brachial plexus. It forms the anterior wall of the axilla. And its lower border forms the anterior axillary fold. Then between a fascia between it and the clavicle is called clavipectoral fascia. Okay, I think we are done with this guy. So let's look at the second muscle, latissimus dorsi. Latissimus dorsi. So the same way, origin. So this guy have five origin. One, two, three, four, five. So the first one is inferior angle of the scapula. Then lower 3 to 4 ribs. Thoracodorsal fascia. Outer lip of iliac crest. Then T1 to T12 vertebrae. Sorry, T7 to T12 vertebrae. Okay, so these are the five origins of latissimus dorsi. Then insertion is floor of the bicipital groove. So one thing about bicipital groove is that you have, let's say this is uh, bicipital groove, let's say is something like this. Let's say towards this side is lateral and towards this side is medial. You see that what? It has what? Lateral lip. It has what? Medial lip. It has what? Floor. So lateral leaf gives insertion towards P major. Then medial leaf gives insertion towards teres major. Then floor gives insertion towards latissimus dorsi. So we normally say that latissimus dorsi is laid between two major. You understand? Okay, so let's continue. Then after this nerve supply, what is the nerve supply of this guy? We know is thoracodorsal nerve. Thoracodorsal, thoracodorsal nerve. Thoracodorsal nerve. You know, it's also called what? Middle subscapular nerve. Then action is extension, adduction, and medial rotation of the arm. So one thing you have to know is what? All those three muscles that attaches at the what? Bicipital groove, whether laterally, floor, or medially. All of them does adduction and medial rotation of the arm. Then in addition, this guy does this.